Stress over the national debt. That's the word straight from the top, right? It's just a big number anyway. Besides, the news keeps pointing out that the annual deficits are depleting. They wouldn't lie to you. So then, the national debt is melting away right before our very eyes. Well, not really. While the budget deficit dropped to about $680 billion in 2013 fiscal year from about $1.1 trillion the year before, at this point the American debt is over $17.5 trillion. $17.5 trillion is an unfathomable number. If you try to imagine a quantity of that much of some object, you probably can. Here you see a packet of $100 bills, and under it is 100 million in $100 bills, and they fit neatly on this standard pallet. Now this is $1 trillion. The national debt is actually the accumulation of the deficit from each year. In this graph, you can see how much the debt has grown over the last few years. So let's think about it in smaller terms. Let's say you are currently $17,000 in debt. This year you have decided to cut your spending by $85, aiming to only be in $18,064 in debt by the end of the year. That doesn't seem to be a good budget for you, does it? In all seriousness, the national debt is a topic of major concern right now. The debt is very big and growing. The national debt is how much money our government borrows without paying it back. During the time it takes you to watch this video, our debt will increase anywhere from $9 to $15 million. You can Google it, National Debt Clock, for an up-to-minute report on our country's debt. It's easy to find. Why does debt matter? First of all, it threatens our national security. If the debt continues to grow as it is, the United States government will be reserved in its ability to pay for what it wants to do militarily and diplomatically. And it could limit the country's leverage with other foreign countries. But one of the main reasons it matters to me is that the U.S. government will spend more than $400 billion just on interest on the national debt this year. Each year the debt grows, that interest will grow larger. These interest payments will be taken from taxpayers and be paid to bond holders. This is a redistribution of income. Some feel that the Fed is at the very heart of our economic problems, and it is a system of money that was created by bankers that operates for the benefit of the bankers. According to Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution, the U.S. Congress is the one that is supposed to have the authority to coin money, to regulate the value of that money. And so why exactly is the Federal Reserve doing it? Well, the Federal Reserve is the independent central bank that was established by Congress in 1913. One of its primary functions is to help maintain the economic soundness of the U.S. economy. If the leadership of both chambers of Congress, both parties, are willing to enter into serious negotiations to solve our money problems, they may be able to reach an agreement on how to work on lowering our national debt. Everyone Everyone will have to give up something. After all, the solution will be painful, but everyone can get something in return. They can get a better future for themselves and for their children.